Hi everybody, Robert Dyer, and welcome to the Robert Dyer channel after Christmas countdown, where today we are reaching the official end of the countdown on the official end of the Christmas season, which is January 6th, the Feast of Epiphany. And we started this countdown strong, and we're going to finish strong. Holy smokers, what a product to finish off what has really been, again, a Star Wars Christmas this year. And how better to go out than with Star Wars ice cream sandwiches. Holy smokers, this just appeared at the grocery store after the movie had already been out for a couple of weeks. And this is a limited edition, it says, and the sandwiches are shaped like the Millennium Falcon. You zoom in closer on the packaging here. It's got very much a 1977 Star Wars look to it, even though both of these ships appear in the latest film as well. See, it says limited edition. And here we have the Millennium Falcon ice cream sandwich. The cockpit here, of course. Sandwich is made with light ice cream. I'd rather have heavy ice cream myself. There they give you the difference between full fat and light, so the nutrition facts are surprisingly good. 14 grams of sugar only for an ice cream sandwich. Of course, the question is, how does it taste? Well, there it is, out of the package. It's quite impressive. Very nice detail on there for an ice cream sandwich, I must say. You can almost see Han Solo there in the cockpit. Dish, turrets, exhaust ports. It's almost like you're watching it going into hyperspace. Well, as you can see, it is decently thick, at least as thick as your standard ice cream sandwich, if not as large or long. And certainly the sandwich part is a little on the thin side, I have to say, compared to your standard chocolate, which I do love, the classic ice cream sandwich. And you have the inevitable playtime for kids. As you can imagine, the Millennium Falcon flying. A surprisingly good aroma coming off of the sandwich part. You know, the chocolate ice cream sandwich always smells so good, the chocolate part. This is coming up in a strong second place. So let's go ahead and see how it tastes. Well, on the first bite, the sandwich part does taste pretty good, but I'm trying to figure out, it tastes exactly like something else, and I gotta figure out what it is. The ice cream didn't exactly pop out in the flavor department on that first bite. I think the best way I can describe the sandwich is like a cross between a sugar cookie and a vanilla wafer, which is pretty good. It's got a little bit of a tiny bit of an odd aftertaste to it, but in general it's a cookie type flavor. I'm about halfway through, and the ice cream, it really just seems to be playing more of a role as an icy refresher and a contrast to the drier, the cookie element. It is not particularly rich tasting, and I'd describe it more as like an ice milk. I do give them credit for the thickness of the ice cream though. Now that it's just starting to melt a little bit, I tried some of the ice cream off of the back here, and I would just describe it as moderately, pleasantly inoffensive. It's ice cream, that's about all you can say. There's no real flavor to it. And overall, the flavor of both the cookie and the ice cream is surprisingly not as sweet as you would think for an ice cream sandwich. Well, I'll say that this was a pretty good ice cream sandwich. The sweetness of it and the richness of it are somewhat lacking. I think it probably makes up for that a great deal if you're a Star Wars fan. The novelty of it. It would be interesting if they had other Star Wars shapes in the assortment, but I guess we can't complain too much at this point. It's a pretty good sugar cookie with ice milk sandwich. I think if you're a purist and you love ice cream sandwiches and maybe you're not all that excited about Star Wars, I'd definitely go ahead and get the traditional chocolate ice cream sandwich. I think it's much more in the flavor department than this is. But having said that, it's certainly a must-buy if you're a fan of Star Wars or this ship in general. It's really almost become a character in the Star Wars story itself. So I'm going to go ahead and give this I'm just going to give it a solid 3 stars. It delivered what it promised on the package. You knew it was going to be kind of a light flavor from what they described on there. You knew it wasn't a chocolate sandwich part on the outside. There was a surprisingly decent flavor, so it didn't really exceed my expectations. It simply delivered and met my expectations, so I think it's a satisfactory product from that standpoint, and you can maybe bump it up to a 4 if you're a big Star Wars fan like me, but for the fairness of the review, I'm going to say 3 stars. And I'm going to say thanks to each and every one of you for tuning in during this Christmas countdown. I feel like in all of your individual homes around the world, literally, that at some point each day we've all come together into one place here on the Robert Dyer channel to celebrate Christmas. That's right, Supreme Leader. You know, the most exciting reports I've heard during the Christmas season were 2 of our viewers saying that they have been watching our videos in class. Sometimes groups of people watching on their individual screens, but one sent a photo of one of our videos up on a big screen in front of the classroom being watched by every student in the class. These bright young minds being red-pilled with the truth instead of that neo-commie corporate New World Order pablum they're learning in the schools. The New World Order offers you a dystopia of endless war, debt, unemployment, bean sprout sandwiches, and technological and space exploration advances that mysteriously end in the early 1970s. The Robert Dyer cult is offering prosperity, medical and scientific breakthroughs, conquests not just of space, but the parts of Earth they've blocked us from exploring. What's really going on, Antarctica Bob? What have the deep state and New World Order been hiding from us for the last 75 years? A movement is growing right here in Ohio, Illinois, Missouri, the Wonder Bread basket of America. Can you feel it? The past is our faith. The present is our strength. And the future is our birthright.
The future is our birthright. Woo!
And of course, the videos will continue. I think this has been one of the best Christmas countdowns. I'm working on a short Valentine's countdown. I've actually found a few new products this year interesting. Maybe we'll have an Easter countdown. And these countdowns, of course, are in addition to the regular videos you get every week here on the Robert Dyer channel. So make sure to subscribe. In 37 days of this countdown, I think there are actually even more than 37 videos went up. So I couldn't do this without each of you who are watching right now, who subscribe and share, and I enjoy hearing the feedback on all the different social media as well as in the comments down below. And for now, I hope you like this video. Share it with your friends. Please subscribe, and I'll see you next time. It's not the countdown anymore, so I'll see you next time. Bye, everybody. Very soon. Very soon.